Hi, guys. Welcome to another podcast. We've got a very special guest tonight, Bryan Capes from Bryan Capes Physiotherapy.
Thank you.
Bryan has been someone that I've been seeing for, not, that came out wrong. Well, technically, he's like my other wife. But I've got a love-hate relationship with him. So I love him when I get there. I hate him while I'm there. And then I love him when I leave.
Sounds about
And with this being the third episode in the podcast series for Wines2Whales, we thought, what a great idea. Let's get Bryan on and get him to dispel some of the myths that us cyclists, in the broader term, think that we know or think that we know everything.
That's true. And also to show that physios aren't bad people.
Oh, well, yeah. Anyway, let's not get there. Bryan, I don't know, do you want to maybe just, tell us a little bit about you, where you got started, where you at the moment?
So obviously I'm Bryan Capes, and I am now a very happy and proud owner of Bryan Capes Physiotherapy. I've been in my own private practice on my own for the last 2.5 years. I have been in private practice for over 10 years, and for most of that being part of sport, looking after runners, cyclists, rugby players, the works, and I absolutely love it. I even love it more so that people don't listen to me, and when they inflict a little bit more pain. And my favorite part is I can say, "I told you so" when you come back to me.
Yeah, no, that's happened to me a couple of times,
and you still don't listen,
and I still come back. So yeah, thank you, Bryan, for making some time and coming to join us. I was actually quite prepared today, which is very weird.
You make me nervous.
I've got a couple of questions sent in by a couple of people, broken up into 3 sections.
Okay.
So I'm going to fire away. Let's chat about it. And I'm going to let you lead this because I'm clueless when it comes to these things. Bryan tells me to stretch and I try my best. It doesn't always happen. And then he hurts me when I go back to him.
Well, to you, I'm going to sound great. I hope to them I sound great too. So please.
Cool. So first section, pre-race prep and conditioning. What are some of the common injuries that you've seen from mountain biking, and what do cyclists need to do or look out for to prevent them?
So main injuries I've probably seen would be generally knees, lower back, some neck and shoulder stiffness depending on the amount of riding, sometimes some hand and wrist numbness. And the reason why I'm mentioning that one is how to prevent it. Bike fit. Please.
Yes.
It's the number one. You've spent so much money on your bike. Please do your wheel alignment on your bike and get yourself sorted.
Yeah.
We look after our cars. We need to look after ourselves. So that is the number one thing I preach, first and foremost, bike fit. Spend the money. It's worth it in the long run. Then with regards to the other injuries, I would say some saddle sores, those kind of things. That comes down to good chamois. Chamois, yes, please. Good quality pants and hygiene.
Yes.
I'm mentioning it. It's a stage race. These things happen. Clean. Yeah. And good soap and water goes a long way, as my granny would say. So
get in those crevices.
There we go. Not in public, please. Not in public.
Yeah. Wine2Whales, really small tents, communal showers. Try and keep it inside the showers.
Yes, please. And respect your fellow rider as well at the same time. And then on the same place, strength and mobility. I'm going to preach it off the bike. Makes on the bike so much better.
Yeah. Oh, amazing. Well, how's that for an efficient wrap-up?
Yeah.
Strength and mobility actually next for cyclists. Simple off-the-bike routines that make a big difference.
So cycling, it works in a certain plane. You're looking at the frontal and you're looking at the sagittal plane. And that's front and back.
Hold on.
Okay.
Rewind.
So planes.
Tell us
so
what. Your planes? And
you got your whoosh plane, as my child would say, whoosh. But you've got a frontal plane and you've got a sagittal plane. So forward and backwards, side to side.
Okay.
Where we don't work in is rotational. And that runners and cyclists are the same. We don't have enough rotational work. So I try to preach a lot of, which I've given you before, rotational work, thoracic mobility, open the book, threading the needle. When it comes to certain strength things, it's renegade rows, your rotational Russian twist with the ball. There's many things we can mention, but rotate.
Okay.
Rotate your body. It loves it, wants it, it will Thank you.
So that's a thing, rotation.
Rotations.
Because I mean, everyone generally goes to the gym, and all you're going to do is
but
arms, strength training, pull down, lats, and it's all very much all in a straight line. There's no real
twisting motion.
motion.
You do need to strengthen through certain planes. So you have your squats, you've got your single leg squats, you've got those types of variants. But add in rotations, and I want to say then you've got a full bag, and you're doing yourself justice.
Cool.
And you're doing yourself justice in 20 years' time.
Well, that's the thing. I'm finding that now, as I'm getting older, my range of motion is not as good as it used to be. So if I don't stretch, so I know you think I don't, but I do a little bit. Mm-hmm. But if it wasn't for that, I'd be super stiff on the bike.
Your daughter showed me otherwise that you don't.
She's the star of the show. That's what she likes to do.
She is.
But while we're on that, so core strength and stability, very important. What are some key things that we can do? Just something at home that you can recommend from a core point of view that is a quick win.
I'm going to go with the basic ones, the normal plank variant, plank dips. So that's in the plank position, dipping your hips side to side. Side planks. It's going through different planes.
I hate side planks.
I know, but it will love you eventually. We should do the things we hate.
I've got a feeling that it's not going to. Eventually, is like years down the line.
Yeah. And then you maybe get good at it, and then we make it more difficult for you. That's the joy of the job, actually. Russian twist, medicine ball, twisting motions. Get those obliques into play.
Are sit-ups any good? I must ask.
Please don't shoot me. No.
See, that's what I figured. No. Okay, cool.
There's many other variants. So I would rather have you, if you can, depending on the person, hanging leg raises, even on the support, the gym where you can have the bond.
Yeah.
Leg raises in that way rather than doing general sit-ups. The reach for the stars with the ball.
Yep.
Sit-ups. We're long past the army days. Sorry.
No, that's cool. This is why we'd love to have you on.
And something that I would rather say to somebody, we can spend our time doing something a little bit more efficient.
Yeah. Fair enough. Well, there we go, guys. Straight from the physio's mouth.
Don't shoot me.
I'm sure you're going to hear a lot of stuff on this podcast that's probably a bit out of the norm, but that's what it's for.
Nice.
We're trying to get you guys prepared and ready. We're trying to get them prepared and ready for
through it without injury and enjoying it.
100%. So we've now done pre-race.
Yes.
So during the race, managing pain and discomfort on the bike, neck, back, hands, saddle sores. That, again, bike foot, the right chamois.
Definitely.
Chamois cream,
yes,
for me, works a treat.
There was a brand that one of my previous employees used to hold, was called Ass Cream.
Or Ass Magic.
Yes, Ass Magic. Yes, that's the one.
I still use it today. I swear by it. Even if I go to gym and do a spinning class, I use it.
There we go.
Because it just works.
And if you don't have Vaseline,
yes,
it works. It's there. Baby powder as well. Baby powder is going to take the moisture away.
Yeah.
So during the race, chamois creams, those kind of things. At nighttime, next morning, baby powder.
Again,
baby powder.
Never knew.
It takes away moisture. It's going to be great. Also, you can baby powder your gear the night before.
Keeps you fresh.
There we go. Exactly. Your riders behind you will thank you. And the one that's sleeping in the tent.
Don't double dip. Cool. Recovery between stages. Anything you can recommend?
I know you're exhausted, but cool down. Please, cool down.
So, in your head, what does a cool down entail?
So, your pro riders are going to go for another little ride.
Okay.
As for a cool down. But just get through some form of mobility things. I understand the first thing you've done, it's the water, it's the food, etc. Just go through some form of mobility. After you've showered, same thing. There's a lot of thoracic mobility, getting those glutes and hips opened up, hip 90-90s. Tomorrow, you're not as stiff. It's easier to get back onto the bike and to ride. Same thing, if you can, if they've got the setup, just spinning along, just getting the legs loosened up again. So important. Okay. Really, really is.
Is there, I know I'm trying my luck here for you guys, but is there any chance you'll be able to just maybe give us something we can share, like a little PDF where you can just go, these exercises at this time, try those things.
Can definitely.
And I can then capture some images for the guys, and we can explain to them how it works, and just a little cheat sheet to take with.
I think, how about we make it more interesting for the viewers as well? I give you the homework, we video record you doing it. It's so much better visual. Come now.
Yeah,
don't you think?
I tell you what,
all enjoy
we'll
it
get
together.
Melissa to do the visuals. I'll do the filming, and you can instruct.
We want to see you battle. Come now. I would like to.
So that's. I think that for me was the big thing when I did Wines2Whales, is that we concentrated on the recovery with regards to fluids and diet and all of that. But we didn't do anything when it came to stretching or cool downs. We just got off the bike, we had our beer, and we went off and we went to spend some time with the family, and that was it. We're trying to do it differently this year with Melissa. And then obviously take people with us on that journey so that they don't make the same mistakes I did way back in.
So like if you're on the bike and while you're busy riding, standing up, taking a bit of a break, get the arms, shake it out and about. Sort of when you're in a free wheel, just to get saddle a little bit easier, more comfortable. The hands, taking some pressure away from that, pressure away from the knees. And it's realistic. It's going to happen. So it's important to do that. Afterwards, in between stages, it's foam rolling, general mobility, stretching.
Okay, sorry, you mentioned it. I'm going to stop you for one second.
Roll.
Foam roll.
I hate it. It hurts.
Does it work?
If it works 1% and it makes you 1% better, does it work? It works. I'm personally not going to say I do it all the time, but it's something that's there and it's available. You're in between stages. It's a little foam roller that's there, and it can help you along. If you don't have the hands, if you can get a massage in between stages, guys, do it. The light flush out of the legs.
Oh, that was my next question.
There we go. There's massage guns. Yes, it's not as great as the hands. So if you cannot get somebody to work on you, massage gun, foam roller, it's the next best.
Yeah. So flush massages, I think that's what they're called?
Yes, yeah.
So that's just like nothing intensive?
Getting lactic acid out, just helping with the blood flow again, so we feel the legs don't feel as heavy anymore. That's the important part.
Talking about blood flow, Bryan does needling, and he's very good at it. I highly recommend it. If you're not afraid of needles, or even if you are like me, you close your eyes and you won't even know, and you're going to walk out a new person.
Take a deep breath and let the physio do the rest.
Yeah, and that's blood flow.
Blood flow, inflammation. We're looking to release a little bit of spasms, and it's oxygenated blood. That's what we're looking for. We sometimes overcomplicate what things are. Blood flow. That's the number one thing that we're looking for.
So just to kind of flush
the system.
The muscles.
Yes, that's it. That's the main thing. Get a fellow rider to help you out, and you help the fellow rider. If there's hands at Wines2Whales, get them involved. Help.
Cool. Oh, there's a handy tip for everyone.
And sleep. Don't forget that part, please.
Okay. Yes. Sorry. That's very true. I didn't have a problem the last time. I was so tired, I passed out.
It wasn't the beer.
It wasn't the one beer. It definitely wasn't the beer. It was we did it on normal bikes, and it was in 2019 when it rained so badly, and they gave us the option not to do day one. We ended up doing it anyway. I was sick.
Yes.
We rode it in the rain. There were buckets of water coming out of our shoes. We were wet through all of our layers of clothes. And then when we got back to the hotel, we didn't stay at Wines2Whales. We stayed with the families at the Hogan. And I got into the shower with all my riding gear on and took it off layer by layer.
Just warming
up. And
up.
it was just mud that came out. It was horrendous. And we did that on normal bikes. I was finished by the time we were done. So yeah, anyway.
Cool memory though. Cool memory.
It's not something I want to remember. When to push and when to rest.
During the race? Before? Prep?
All?
I'm going to talk about something called central nervous system fatigue. It's when the brain and the muscles aren't working. When you say, last week I could put out so much wattage, I could have so much power. Why can't I do it this week? Your first sign. Central nervous system fatigue. We've been limiting. We've been redlining ourselves a little bit too much.
Yeah.
Take a look at your sleep patterns. Have I been sleeping? No, work's been a little bit stressful. It's life. Yes, it is. But just don't be hard on yourself. Take that week, push where you feel comfortable, drop the percentage down, drop it by a zone if you need to. Your body will thank you the next week.
Yes.
What do you do when that happens? Sleep, hydration, nutrition, get a massage, jump in an ice bath. People are going to shoot me for that part. Just helps reset.
What does an ice bath do?
It gives pleasure for physios to everyone else. Okay, ice bath. The magic happens once you get out.
Okay.
Once you're in, it's fight or flight. Your body's like, what am I doing? Once you get out, your body goes, aha, and dopamine goes up. Why do we want that? Besides the euphoria and you're feeling great, it's the recovery on the muscles. Where we don't use it, because that's the question of when and when not to, if you are in a hypertrophy phase, trying to build muscle, trying to build strength, it's going to stunt it by a fraction of percentage. So that's when you don't. So the bodybuilder, once you're doing your strength training, don't ice bath then. But if you know that you have rest day, ice bath. Just as good as your recovery. It helps your recovery along. And at the same time, mental resilience, which you're going to need in stage racing. So you really are.
I'm doing it with my wife. I'm going to need mental resilience.
And this is the last time that you see Warren.
Cool. Post-race recovery.
Yes.
The golden hour after every stage. Please explain that. Because that to me is the beautiful sunset that we get.
You're waiting. I think this goes in line with you need to eat after a gym session, after training. You need to eat in 30 minutes.
Yes.
I think we've overhyped the window. If you miss it by a minute or 2 minutes, you're not missing out on a lot. You still just need to prioritize the main things. Nutrition, electrolytes, get it in. The electrolytes is not just for now, it's for you tomorrow. Getting electrolytes in means that you're not cramping through the night, you're going to sleep well, and tomorrow you feel great. So the golden hour, and they talk about ratios of carb to protein.
Yes.
Stomach something. Eat normal food.
Pizza!
Don't go. So I was just going to say, we do this carb loading aspect, and maybe you don't eat creamy food all the time, but all of a sudden the night before you decide, I'm having the creamiest pasta I ever can have. And you want to know why on stage 1 you are, running behind a tree or so.
Yeah.
Eat. Prep while you are through your training. What you eat before, the day before, on the day.
Don't change it up massively.
Race day is not the time to change.
Yes.
Electrolytes. Preload. Day
So
before, the day on,
those
day
salt
after.
things, what's it called?
The hydration salt.
Yes.
So,
Any good?
Yes. So I quite like the one brand. I'm not going to mention the brand on here. But it's hydration salt. It's flavored. You pop it in your water. Fantastic. It's got sodium, magnesium, and potassium. Load it a day or two before. Have it on the day. Have it the day after. You're feeling fantastic. Your muscles will thank you. No cramping. And it tastes better than water. So
yes.
It's flavored.
Golden hour, people. Who knew? Cool. So we actually touched on the next point, which I wanted to mention, which was nutrition and hydration. So we'll move on to the next one. Long-term health for cyclists. So avoiding repetitive strain and building longevity.
If we can quickly just go on that nutrition and hydration part. Sorry. There's many reasons on what you need to get, but from your hydration side, muscle function, it's just going to work better. On the carbohydrates, replenishing glycogen. It sits within the muscles. That's your power. Okay. And then your protein source, just helping rebuild. And the electrolytes, one of the things that we don't talk about is just nerve function again. Just getting the whole body ticking. It is your water to your vehicle. It's your oil to your vehicle. It's so important. Sorry, so I just wanted to just mention that, just jumping to a carb source isn't the best.
Yes.
You do need a protein source. Aim for your 20 to 30 grams, roughly. Fat.
Oh, good steak.
Nice steak with a nice yellow fat biltong. Oh. By the way, I don't see any yellow fat biltong here.
I'll make sure it's here for the next visit.
Thank you.
But yeah, okay, cool. So we, it's something that we try and look after. So we do the electrolytes.
Yes.
We do post-ride recovery shakes.
Yes.
We do all of it. So we try and fill our bodies with the healthy stuff and then fill up on that before we go carrot cake, pizza, burgers. So
On a stage race, that's fine. Yes.
yes,
In the normal sense, you do need to treat yourself as well.
yes,
You know, in general, I mean, if you're not doing this as a professional sport and you're doing it because you're good at it and you enjoy it, 80-20 lifestyle,
yes.
it's fantastic.
Well, that's it. We
we
more
mentioned
like
the beer.
50-50.
Mention the beer. That's there. I think that's most people's first thing they want is the beer afterwards. Nothing wrong with that.
Nothing, yeah.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Okay, well, there we go, guys. Again, from the physio's mouth.
Please don't shoot me, people.
Cool. So, some cycling myths.
Yes.
We've touched on the one already. Do ice baths work?
Mm-hmm.
We know that massages work. There's a reason you're sitting on the couch tonight.
Yes.
What about stretching?
Mm-hmm.
Is it any good? Because I know loads of cyclists out there
Yes.
who get on a bike, they go for a ride,
Yeah.
3 hours, 2 hours, 30 minutes, an hour. They come back and they go plonk themselves on the couch. They're tired now. They chuck the rugby on TV and that's where they stay. How often and when should we stretch?
You know, those guys or that group of people you've mentioned, they should really be playing the lotto. They are lucky. It's your body type. It's genetics. Eventually it does catch up to you.
Yeah.
And it just makes recovery that much harder. We don't want to wait for an injury. Prevention is better than the cure.
Yeah.
That's the number one
Especially
thing.
when you're getting older.
Well, yes. And life happens. You know,
Yeah.
you work, you sit behind a computer all day, you hop on a bike, you're sitting again. Just start working on prevention.
Yeah.
Stretch, work on the body. It just makes being on the bike that much more comfortable, that much more enjoyable.
Yeah.
Is the main part.
Well, we actually started following a lady, and we'll put the link down below. But it's Maddie Morrison, and what she does, so she takes you through various stretches.
Yes.
It's a minute per stretch,
Yeah.
or per hold, and it's got a countdown timer, and it tells you rest for 10 seconds, and then it gives you a preview of the next stretch, and you can kind of follow along. So it takes the brain work out of it.
Yes.
What do I stretch, and in
when
what
do I
order,
hold,
and
yeah.
how do I? So that kind of does everything. We've done it so often that this morning I went to gym and I did my weight workout. I can then just go and do a stretch before.
So we're going to get a video proof of that you do it?
Well, I'll put a little link in the video.
There we go.
But yeah, so Melissa does it. That's why Charlie was talking about it.
Yes,
because she's
there
so
we go.
used to watching us at home now and stretching.
And she's got a very good plank as well.
She's got a great
Better
plank.
core than the dad.
Yeah, way better. She's also 2.5. But yeah, so we'll click on Maddie's links. I mean, there are many people like her on the internet.
It's going through the YouTube and things like that has become a lot better. Check out who you're following. Check out some of the comments. It's better than you just guessing.
Yes.
Holding a stretch anywhere from 30 seconds to 60 seconds. That's where you want to be. If you haven't stretched in years, start holding it for 10 seconds. Hold you up 15 to 20 seconds, eventually to 30 seconds. Don't start all out.
Yes.
When to stretch, it's more after the activity. You know, we talk about dynamic stretching, moving, you know, getting the body moving initially in the beginning. But afterwards, that's where we focus on the static type stretching and holding on your off days, mobility days, active recovery.
Yes.
That's what we want. Go for walks, taking the load off the knees and that stuff. So swimming, yoga, Pilates.
You'd be so proud of me. I'm doing a Pilates class tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Can we get a video proof again?
Dude, I don't think
we can
anyone...
surely we can take the whole podcast.
I don't think anyone would want to see that video.
I'm going to ask Melissa to see if she can record that.
But yeah, so again, just trying to do something different off the bike.
I'm impressed. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, so that we can just diversify a little bit.
But that's the part, you know, they call it cross training. You know, getting off the bike, getting off the saddle. Swimming is fantastic.
Yeah.
The buoyancy. As we mentioned, the yoga. Go for walks. I'm not going to say go for runs.
No,
Go for
I
walks.
hate running.
Good for physios. You might just get injured. So, you know, you come back.
Everything's good for physios these days. Cool. Top 5 quick fixes on the couch. So, physio hacks for sore backs, knees, and shoulders.
Rotations again, thoracic rotations, open the book, arms together, open, follow your hand, flow through, threading the needle again for that thoracic rotation, cat-cow, get that thoracic extension, get the flexion. There's your main ones that I'd go through. Nerve flossing for the legs, hip 90-90s and glute stretching. That's where you want to be. Couch stretch, so put on, stretching out your hip flex and your quads.
Well, hip flexors, especially because you're going to be on the bike for 3 days.
Get a good bike fit and it won't hurt.
Yeah.
Do your stretches and it won't hurt.
So, how I met Bryan, I was referred to him by a certain bike fitter.
Did she like you at the time? I'm not sure.
I didn't like her either. And this just shows my body has been in a state. But Irma Dalport from Umfit recommended me to Bryan. And that was 3 years ago, and I'm still going to Bryan. It just shows how good he is. But yes, so, and Irma is one of the best bike fitters. She's actually coming onto the next podcast.
Very nice.
And we're going to chat through bike fit and why it's important, what to look out for, and blah, 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 blah. But we're super excited to have her on. So please keep watching. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, that little bell icon so you know when the next one comes out.
There we go.
I did that so nicely for
I know,
YouTuber now. But yeah, so it's bike fit's super important. And I used to get some numb hands and some pain in the middle of my back. And it's because my handlebars were too wide and
too much pressure.
My raise on my handlebars were too low. So it's kind of, my weight got pushed forward and my shoulders were pinched. And that all got fixed.
That's when I got to see you the first time.
Yes. And that all got fixed with a good bike fit.
There we go. There's many a times where I will ask, when last have you had the bike fit? And I'll say 2 years ago. I said, that's great, but just get things checked. Take a look at your previous measurements. Certain things change. It moves. The saddle drops, tilts. Just re-look at those things.
Cleat bolts come loose and shift. And you just go, oh, wait, it's a bit loose. Let me just tighten it. You tighten it in the wrong position, all of a sudden you're getting knee pain.
Yeah. I actually had a client now the other day that the saddle actually was tilting down to the right, and that explained all the pain.
Yeah.
Just get it checked. It's worth its weight in gold. Get your measurements. You can always double check it.
Yeah.
Please, once they set it up, don't fiddle. Please don't fiddle.
Yeah,
I hope a certain client of mine is going to watch this part. Please do not fiddle on your bike fit.
Irma does something really cool. So she'll do the bike fit. She'll give the bike to you for 2 weeks. Find out where the niggles are, if there are any. I mean, in my case, there weren't any. But if there are any, go back to her, tell her what they are. She'll make the adjustments. She'll send you out again. And it's an ever-evolving process. It might not be something that's fixed immediately. But automatically, what you gain from a proper bike fit is that you don't have pain.
Yeah, that's the first and foremost.
And you have extra power.
Don't fatigue as easily, and literally every millimeter counts.
Yes. Well, Irma, I hope your ears are burning. This is the last one. And I'm hoping for an interesting answer. But what is the weirdest injury that you have had?
Weirdest injury. Firstly, I love the helmet tans that us as bald-headed guys and that get. You know, some of them walk around with those 3 little holes. That's sponsorship for Adidas.
Plenty more holes.
You know, that's one of my favorite parts.
This is the joys of not having hair.
You know, it's just if only we were sponsored by Adidas, you know. Weirdest injuries. Generally, bike fit related. And the weirdest part around it is that they will argue, it's not my bike fit.
Yes.
And this is where this is my favorite part. My wife hates me for this. And they come back and they're like, head down, it was my bike fit. And I proudly smile and I say, I told you so. It makes
Bryan loves saying, I told you so.
It's my favorite thing. I can't say it at home, so I can say it in my office. The weird injuries, it's the cyclist deciding they want to time off the bike and they decide they're going to run 10Ks. Their lungs could handle it. Their body was in absolute shock. Their running shoes are 3-4 years old. They don't understand.
But also, cycling fit does not make you running fit.
No.
And I found that out the hard way. Running fit, though, does aid in your cycling.
There we go. And that's that cross-training aspect.
Yeah.
But again, you know, recover.
Yeah.
Make sure you recover. Don't overdo it. Just because you're off the bike doesn't mean that you're not putting more pressure through your joints. So on the weird injury side, I I don't think there's ever a weird injury. I
So
enjoy all of them.
diplomatic.
I know. I enjoy all of them. I love you, my clients. Thank you so much. It's them accepting. I think the hardest part is the cyclist accepting that there is something.
Yes. Yeah.
And please don't go see your physio 2 days before your race. Say, I've been battling with this pain for 3 months.
Don't leave it
Go
to
see
the
them
last
before,
minute.
and every great physio, every great health professional will try their best to safely get you back on the bike and for the race.
Yeah.
If they say no, it's probably the best thing for your health.
Yeah, they're not going to stop you from doing something for
honestly,
no reason.
we don't get the pleasure out of just saying no. We really do try our best to keep you on the bike, keep you there safely. And come see us before the time. Don't wait. Don't come completely broken. Can you hear the hints that I'm giving you there?
Talking about broken, there's a rumor that you're doing a Strava challenge this month.
Yes. So,
Before we wrap up, do you want to tell us a little bit about this?
I think my marketing team hates me a little bit. So it's a segment challenge. I have failed. I've done 5. I've failed all 5. I keep choosing my fastest clients. It's a segment. So if you've run a 5K and Warren, there's a segment from this robot to that robot. I find it. I look at it. I drive my car there. I park, I run this segment, log it, done. I've beaten a couple of people, but I have not been able to get first place. And this is me getting back into running after many, many years, 4 or 5 years. So it's my motivation for myself. And what's quite nice with Strava is if I beat your segment, you get an email to say, Bryan Capes has beaten you. How great is that? It's kind of childish, but I like it.
We're both in Edgemead. You need to find out where Melissa's segments are and give
it
it a go.
And just let me know her reaction, please.
But, okay, so
I'm coming for your segments.
Where do we find you?
If you want to look on socials, Instagram, Facebook is there. Website.
We'll put all of that down below.
Website is bcphysiotherapy.co.za. I am based in Panorama Medical Center. It's next to the Intercare, opposite Panorama Hospital. I have been there now for nearly a year. And yes, you can give us a call. You can drop us a message, drop us a WhatsApp. I have lovely Hennie in front that is fantastic, helping everybody along. And if you don't want to see me, I've got another physio, Savannah.
Yes, you guys are expanding now. I mean,
so we've got another physio. Her name's Savannah. She's fantastic. We have some dietitians that are involved with us. That's Lauren DeToy, dietitians. And then we also have biokinetics. That's
no ways, I never knew that.
So they are alongside, they're 3 doors down. They have been around with us. We refer to each other. They are fantastic. Michaela Murdoch, biokineticist, and Martin and Murdoch. That's their 2 different practices. They are based in Panorama and Century City.
Oh,
and
wow.
Again, same thing. We just want to keep you stronger. Keep you healthy. And
so there we go. A complete team of people who can get you literally across the line at Wines2Whales. So we hope that you guys enjoyed this. Bryan, thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming out and just sharing some amazing tips with us.
I hope you make me look good.
And
that's all
debunking things. We'll make sure that we do some color correction.
Thank you.
Get everything.
Take the shine off my head.
But yeah, thank you so much for making time.
I appreciate it. And what you guys are doing for the community is also fantastic. Beginner riders. It's unbelievable.
Thank you.
People are scared. People don't know.
People are.
It's when they hear trails, they're like, ooh, and they don't know that they are lovely people like you and Melissa that are there to help. So
thank you.
These guys.
Well, there are lovely people like this man who actually, I don't know.
It
might not feel like he's there to help, but it does help in the long run.
I promise I do not smile while I am
whatever
helping you.
But anyway, guys, thank you. Keep. I was gonna say keep in touch, but yes, keep in touch. But keep watching out. Next episode is episode 4, and we're gonna have Irma Dalport on with her bike fit. So yeah,
very
exciting.
important. So watch.
Yeah, exciting times. We'll see you soon. Cheers. Bye.